Today's WNEM TV5 Morning Extra is brought to you by Roof Max of Midland.
Thanks so much for joining us live this morning for TV5 Morning Extra. I'm Christine Winter.
And I'm Lauren Piesco. Our forecast has finally gotten a little quieter after plenty of snowfall this week.
Let's go to First Alert meteorologist Matthew Mondro, who says the roads are still slick and icy.
Yeah, Christine, Lauren, especially any side roads or secondary streets or residential streets too, those are still a bit snowy and icy as we get started here because temps have fallen below freezing, and with that snow being a bit of a wet, heavier snow, a little bit difficult to clean up in some spots. Overall, you'll still encounter some slushy areas this morning. This is sort of an example of that here in downtown Saginaw. Johnson Street, you can see in between the lanes a little bit of snow still piled up. So you will encounter some spots like that through this morning, and it has been enough to still cause some school closings today too. We're actually almost at 50 districts closed for today. That full list is at WNEM.com. But for the students who do have school today, the low 20s for the morning, up to about 27 or 28 for the highs this afternoon. So below freezing all day, and it will feel like the teens all day too. And we have a little bit of lake effect, especially up towards Houghton Lake today. So there's a winter weather advisory for Roscommon County. Drive times in our northern counties not too bad, but you'll encounter some slick spots from the lake effect, especially seeing slow travel in northwestern Tuscola County on M25, M81, and M46. But around Flint and Genesee County as a whole, not doing too bad there. We'll talk more about the extended forecast coming up. Lauren, Christine, back to you.
All right, Matthew, thank you. Still developing this morning, TV5 confirming former Michigan football head coach Sharon Moore was detained last night by police.
And it comes just hours after the university fired him. We received a statement from the U of M. It says this conduct constitutes a clear violation of university policy, and U of M maintains zero tolerance for such behavior. Biff Poggi has been appointed head football coach in an interim capacity, effective immediately.
Now, we did receive that statement shortly before 5 yesterday evening, but less than 2 hours later, ESPN published an article saying Moore had been detained by police in Saline. ESPN also reports they received a statement from the Saline Police Department saying, quote, the City of Saline Police Department assisted in locating and detaining former University of Michigan football coach Sharon Moore. Mr. Moore was turned over to the Pittsfield Township Police Department for investigation into potential charges. We did reach out to the Washtenaw County Jail and confirmed Moore is there. No other details were released at this time, but stay with us for updates.
Still unfolding, Michigan Congresswoman Haley Stevens of Oakland County introduced articles of impeachment against Secretary of Health and Human Services Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Now, Stevens says Kennedy's actions have endangered public health and gutted life-saving medical research. Now, Stevens called on Kennedy to resign back in September. We reached out to the Department of Health and Human Services for a response, and we received this. Secretary Kennedy remains focused on improving Americans' health and lowering costs, not on partisan theatrics designed to elevate standing in a failing third-rate Senate bid.
Well, in more local news now, still unfolding, a state trooper accused of beating a Saginaw man will go to trial. Trooper Paul Arrowwood is charged with misconduct in office and assault and battery from an incident that happened back in September of 2022. Now, Arrowwood and his partner were on patrol in Saginaw when they came across a man walking in the road on Weber near Julius. We're told when troopers tried to stop him, Arrowwood took him to the ground and hit him several times. The case was originally bound over to circuit court in 2024. Arrowwood's lawyer filed an appeal to get the misconduct charge thrown out, but the appeals court ruled there is enough evidence to send this case to trial.
Happening today, a public hearing on special land use in Flint Township.
It's for a proposed green energy project harnessing solar power.
Yeah, the township's planning commission put out a notice for the meeting and says this project is a solar generation facility on South Linden Road near West Court Street. That notice states people can look at documents related to the request at the Township Building Department Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. to 5:30.
The meeting starts tonight at 6 at the Flint Charter Township Hall on South Dye Road. Stay with us for updates. All right, we want to let you know about a new scam alert from the Bay County Sheriff's Office. They say someone is making phone calls claiming to be from the Sheriff's Department. The caller says you missed a court appearance and must take immediate action. The sheriff's office wants you to know they will never call you to demand payments, solve a court order over the phone. If you do happen to get one of these calls, the sheriff says hang up and do not call that number back. You're watching TV5 Morning Extra.
A local food pantry is seeing an increase in demand, how it is now working to expand its services.
Then, celebrating the longest night of the year, we have a preview of the Chippewa Nature Center's Winter Solstice event.
And if you miss a story, we have you covered. Catch up on our YouTube channel. And for the latest updates, like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Matthew has your first alert forecast next.
And going into this Thursday, we are tracking a colder day ahead of us here. So I do want to first alert you to that. Wind chills actually in the teens for the entire day as well. So if you still have any snow to clean up after yesterday's storm system moved through, you'll definitely want to bundle up out there. Still a bit of a blustery day, and we only have highs up to about 27 or 28. So a lot of that snow is also going to freeze up for us too. Now there is a winter weather advisory for Roscommon County for today. That goes until 4 o'clock. Some lake effect still ongoing, especially in that area. So that's why the winter weather advisory is there. That will lead to some locally higher totals in Roscommon County. Now the snowfall will mostly be focused there for today, but throughout the daytime today, a rogue snow shower could come through the central thumb or even south towards Gladwin, Midland, or Bay City. But again, much more limited in coverage for any of these snow showers for today. Once we go into tonight, even the lake effect will start to wind down as well. And then for tomorrow, we actually should see a few lake effect snow showers pick back up off of Lake Michigan, which does lead to a few more scattered snow showers tomorrow night. But snow totals, of course, nothing really too notable here, just a dusting for most of us around Houghton Lake. Roscommon County could have some locally higher totals of an inch or two, especially today with that lake effect. Now looking at our temperatures here too, this is actually pretty interesting. So we're starting off the calendar on November 2nd there, but you can see ever since then, most of these days have been below average. That's indicated by all the blue highlighting on all of these days. And actually pretty much since Thanksgiving, we have been constantly below freezing. So this has helped to build up more of that ice on rivers and streams and inland lakes. Now, of course, not all of that is safe ice just yet, but for ice fishers, this does put us in the right direction. I do want to make you aware of warmer temperatures briefly on the way for us later next week. So we are seeing some signals that we actually could have a little bit of above average temperatures coming back into mid-Michigan later on next week. Now, it does look to be more of a brief pattern change as everything stands right now, but you'll see this here after this cold weekend. We still have almost a week of these cold temps before the above freezing temps arrive. It'll be 17 on Saturday and then 20 on Sunday, but by Wednesday next week, we're currently calling for a high of 36, and we could hold on to the mid to upper 30s for the entire second half of next week. But there are some more signals too that after that, next weekend will start to fall back below freezing again.
Making me cold just looking at that forecast. Matthew, thank you. All right, next, Holly is glowing this morning. The Holly Dazzle Late Show is already back, welcoming visitors for the season.
Our Maggie Castrava is out there live this morning with a look at all the magic happening.
Lauren, Christine, good morning. Magic indeed. It has been such a fun morning. All the winter treats and the light displays, you name it. If you're looking for some holiday spirit and some festive fun, we'll look no further than the Holly Dazzle Light Show. And joined with me now is the whole gang. Good morning, guys. We've got the Grinch, we've got Mr. and Mrs. Claus, we've got Gingerbread and Peppermint Bark. How are you guys doing this morning?
Oh, we're great. Thank you for coming out and visiting with us.
Yes, this has been such a fun, festive morning to share with you all. And again, we've talked all morning long. You guys have just started off the season at the end of November. So what's one word to describe what it's been like so far?
Magical.
Okay, magical. And so as visitors just make their way towards the entrance, what's a can't miss attraction? Where should they go first?
Back and see our carnival games and our train.
Okay, and so is there any new attractions or light displays? How do you guys figure that out for the behind-the-scenes look to just pull everything off?
Well, the carnival games are new. We have a new snow globe. We have wonderful karaoke. And the way we do is we have everybody interact and talk with each other and try to come up with the best ideas that we think everybody's just going to love the most.
Is there a fan favorite here this season so far? What has that been like?
Oh, it tends to be the carnival games and the train. Everything back there is just gorgeous, beautiful. The decorations just gleam.
Yeah. And so as far as the kids side of things, what kind of interactive activities can they expect and join in on?
Well, you get to make cookies in our castle. You get to make magic wands. They can sing karaoke. They get to visit with Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus and get their picture taken in a nice gift bag.
I love that. How special is that? And for, these Michigan winters, right? Has there been any weather challenges so far, and how do you guys overcome that?
Well, no real challenges. We're just happy to get the snow. It makes everything just kind of have that extra glow to it.
Yeah, and so just to be a part, again, of these memories for these families and first-timers that are interested in coming, how special is that just to see the joy on their faces?
Oh, it's so great to be able to be part of their experience and their holiday. We just enjoy it thoroughly.
Yeah, and what keeps you coming back year in and year out to just join in on all this fun?
Oh, the camaraderie and the great people, the participants, the people that come out, the visitors, just everything is just spectacular and wonderful and just a fun place to be.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had such a fun morning, so thank you guys again. This has been so special. So if you haven't visited already, be sure to mark the Holly Dazzle Light Show on your list of things to do for the holiday season. So reporting one last time here in Holly, Maggie Castraba, TV5 News. Guys, back on over to you.
All right, Maggie live at Holly Dazzle, right off of Dixie Highway, open until December 31st. More local news now. A food pantry that has been serving families in mid-Michigan in Shiawassee County since 1957 is seeing more people than ever come through its doors. Durant area Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry is one of the only standing food pantries in Vernon. And as the need grows, the pantry is looking to expand the help it can offer.
When it gets to a certain level, we had to cut back to every 8 weeks until we got established with Greater Lansing Food Bank and getting the resources in. Now we're at a level now where we can move so people can come in every 4 weeks instead of every 8, which is great. We've been wanting we've been at 8 weeks over a year.
The pantry is located in the back of Vernon United Methodist Church on East Main Street. It's always looking for both food and monetary donations.
Quick reminder, the Secretary of State office in Alma will be closed today and tomorrow for a remodeling project. The office is getting new carpet and dividers. If you need services during this remodel period, you can schedule a visit at their closest alternative office or check out the self-serve station located in Mount Pleasant in Midland. Normal service hours will resume again Monday morning at 9. The Chippewa Nature Center is inviting you out to celebrate the longest night of the year. Next Saturday, you and your family can learn about the night sky through astronomy lessons and learn how seasons change through interactive solstice stories. You can also work on some winter crafts, take a walk along their lantern-lit trail. This free winter solstice celebration is happening at their center on South Bador Road, December 20th from 6 to 8 p.m.
All right, let's check back in with Matthew. And highways might be okay, but side streets not so much.
Yeah, side streets, less traveled areas, residential streets too. Those are still going to be a little bit snowy here for your travels this morning. And things have refrozen back up because we've had a cold morning in the low 20 of 27 today, and we'll actually get even colder as we go into the weekend. So generally in the upper teens for the weekend, but we actually could see temperatures flipping around above freezing for the second half of next week.
Bundle up. All right, Matthew, thank you. And thanks for watching this morning. We'll see you back here for TV5 News at 9.